Good morning. So today I wanted to share my small but growing collection of succulents and tell you a little bit how I got started in collecting these. And I'm focusing in on one of my very first Echeverias, I believe. Of course, I don't know what it is, and that's part of my goal in my video today, is to get some help from my YouTube friends on identifying the ones that I do not know the names of. So interestingly enough, I have always been a gardener and a plant lover, but never had gotten into succulents until I received this beauty right here. And I don't know what it's called. It's got these gorgeous little reddish pink tips. And it was given to me actually at a wedding. I work in catering. And oftentimes, excuse me, the centerpieces and flowers at the weddings are discarded in the garbage. I know how sad that is. And I get to take them home. And I happened to do a wedding one night where the centerpieces were all of these beautifully cut succulents, and they were tossed in the garbage. And so I took 2 of them home. This is one of them. And I didn't know what it was, so I literally took it home and stuck it in a pot that I had out here, like just laid it on the soil and forgot about it. And about 2 weeks later, I remembered it was there. And I went and grabbed them figuring, well, let me do something with these. And lo and behold, I picked them up and they had these roots growing on the bottom. And I was so impressed that I thought, what kind of plant is this that just makes its own roots just by sticking it on soil and not giving it any water? And so hence my interest in what these plants were and what they could do, and the numerous amounts out there got me started. And of course, I immediately began running to Home Depot and Lowe's and started buying succulents. So I have this beauty that I have had now for a couple of months. And of course, I have it in a pot with no drainage holes because I didn't know what I was doing. Please help me out with the name of this Echeveria, I believe. But it's doing so well in this pot. I don't water it much. And I have it layered with like cactus soil and rocks and some charcoal to keep it from getting moldy. But I'm afraid to unearth it and put it in a pot with drainage holes because it is doing so beautiful. So that is my very first succulent ever. And again, I don't know what the name of it is. So if you could help me out with that, I appreciate it. Okay, and so then I started running to Home Depot and Lowe's, like I said, and buying all kinds of plants. And I have my plants labeled with cards so that if you are able to help me, you'll know which one to reference. Over here I have plant A. And I've got 3 beautiful, I believe, Echeverias. I'm not sure. I want to say I think that this one is a blue atoll, just by Googling it. And I think this is a duplicate of the one that I just showed you. It has the same beautiful pinkish tips. And gosh, they're doing really, really well in this pot here. And then I have this gorgeous guy that looks to me like a Pearl von Nuremberg. So hopefully I've got that right. This over here I know is a Podolocaria afra, or elephant bush. And I love the unique way that it's growing. It's so cute. And then, of course, over here I have your typical Crassula ovata. This is a cutting that I made from a larger plant I have that I'll show you in a minute. And it's doing very well. Don't mind my dead begonia. Over here is plant B. Whoop. Plant B. And in here I have aloe. That propagates so easily. If you haven't tried that already, you need to. And this is a Senecio, not a Senecio. Well, it's called bird's nest. I can't think of the Latin name right now. But in here, in this plant, I put this little guy. I don't know what he is. And he's got such a beautiful pink coloring. Not sure about the leaves that are drooping funny here. I'm thinking of moving him into something different. And then I've got this guy, which looks to me like a type of Haworthia. Not sure. Okay. And then this little very fragile succulent here. I'm not crazy about it. Very hard to work with. It is so delicate, but I don't know the name of that also. Next to that here, I've got some more Crassula ovata cuttings. Okay. And then, not knowing until I began to research, I've had this guy for a long time. This is a Euphorbia millii in yellow. Just pretty easy to grow. This yellow variety, very hard to cut and branch out. I don't know. I'm having a little difficulty with that. So, okay, over here, next to, let's move this ugly thing out. Next to the one I showed you in the beginning, I have, and the sun reflection is really terrible, I have this little guy I made, and this I know is Senecio mandriliske, or blue chalk sticks, and I've learned to try not to touch that so that you don't take off the coating that's on there that keeps it so beautiful. Underneath there is a Portulacaria afra variegated. Here in the corner was a little piece that actually was in a pot I bought, a different succulent, and I was so happy that that actually had landed in there. And I believe that is Crassula perforata, or string of buttons, and it's growing pretty cute little shoots, if you can see that. And then I've got this guy. I don't know what he is. Pretty. And this over here is your typical Kalanchoe flowering. I don't know what it's called. I got it in the grocery store. And they come in all different colors. And down here, I don't know what this little guy is. So that is plant C. Okay, then I have plant D. I have this beauty in here with this beautiful, maroon edging. Not sure what that is, this guy right here. And I don't know what this is either. It always looks very wilty to me, but that's how it always looks, and I don't know what that is. Okay. Then over here, I have, I didn't label this plant. We know that this is a Crassula ovata, or jade plant. But I have these other beautiful little small rosette-looking viney. It almost looks like it's going to be viney, like a hanging. I'm not sure what those are either. So I probably have more that I don't know than I do know. So bear with me, and thank you in advance for all or any help that I can get. Over here, I have, it's the Princess Pine, and it is Crassula muscosa. Princess Pine, it's got a bunch of other, watch chain, it's got a bunch of nicknames. So, and I love this. I just think this is so pretty, like a little miniature Christmas time. Okay, that's that one. And then over here, I have my Runnioni, Echeveria Runnioni, or Topsy-Turvy, which has made 3 beautiful little babies. So pretty. I actually have a Runnioni also in my bathroom that is not doing so well. It's also in a non-draining glass jar, and I will need to get that out and repot that. And now is the perfect time to do this. Up here I have this absolutely gorgeous hanging plant, and it's called Aptenia canny apple. And this is a very different succulent because it's so delicate and fleshy, and a very quick grower. And I love this because it makes these beautiful little red flowers during the day that disappear during the night. And I actually stuck this guy in here, and I don't know what he is. So if you could help me out with him. And he's growing so pretty. And they all have these beautiful red edges that I absolutely love. Excuse me. Don't know what he is, but this guy, Aptenia, candy apple red, if you could see that one little red flower. This is plant E. I think that this is Purpureum, if I'm saying that right. I've tried to Google images, and that's what I'm coming up with. Another Portulacaria afra over here. Variegated. That, oops, see how fragile? They just fall off. I'm not sure what this guy is. And what a beautiful plum color. I love it. Do not know what this is. And I do not know what this is. And these seem to be extremely popular. I seem to see these a lot. So, ghost plant? I don't know. Not sure. Not a clue. Okay, over here. Plant F. Got a bunch of things, and this arrangement is doing so well. Plant F. This guy, Kalanchoe tomentosa. I don't know him, and I had one over there that I just showed you. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. They're also beautiful. I just don't know what they're called, and as much as I try to Google it, I can't find it. This is like the one I just showed you in the red candy apple plant. I don't know what this is. And I don't know what this is. I thought it was a painted lady of some sort, but it's not. Okay, that guy is beautiful. Look at my aloe. Just, whoa, growing babies and pups everywhere. Okay, plant G is 2 plants. Plant G. This looks like that Pearl von Nuremberg to me. And he's doing okay. You know, when I first potted them, I broke a lot of the leaves off, unfortunately, so they're trying to recuperate. And this guy especially, I broke so many leaves off. I don't know, but he's really trying hard to come back. He doesn't seem to be doing well. I don't know if it's the pot is too big or he's just taking his time to grow. I'm not really sure. I did take a bunch of the leaves, and I have my propagating trays that I showed in another video. They're down here. So once I'm able to identify what I have, then I'll know what I've got in my propagating tray. Okay. Now, what else have I got left? I have some outside that I know what they are. But let's come over here. And I've got plant H. Now, I got a couple things in here. This is Sedum rubitinctum. This is copper spoon. Forgot the full name of it. I have it written down somewhere, but that is copper spoon. I don't know what this is. And then I really would like some help with this cactus here. This is a cutting I took from my mother. It's taking its time growing. I'm thinking I'm going to move it outdoors where it's going to get full sun since it is a cactus. It is making all kinds of little babies in here. My mom's plant hangs low and makes these gorgeous flowers. Mine has not flowered at all, and I've had it over a year, and that's the only growth I've had in that year. And I just don't even know what this is. It's very soft. The spines, these spikes are not pointy. So I don't know if it's a cactus, if it's a succulent. I don't know what it is. Okay. Some little things that I've got popped up in a little pot here is the propeller plant. And I did know the name of that. I don't remember what it is now. And I don't know what this guy is, and I don't know what this guy is. Some sedum rubitinctum over here. Crassula ovata gollum over here. And the perforata over here. The string of buttons is another piece that I'm propagating. I don't know. Oh no, that is my sedum adolphi. Don't know what this guy is. And I'm probably going so fast with these, I don't know if you're going to be able to help me identify some of these. Then I've got a few outdoors that I do know what they are. Oh, the propeller plant. Crassula fasciata. Crassula fasciata, airplane plant, propeller plant, something like that. Okay, then I got a couple that I have planted outdoors. We'll see how they do when our humid, rainy weather comes, since these are in the ground. But right now, the cold and the sun, they are just loving it out here. So I have another Podolicaria afra, which look how beautiful it's grown. That sedum adolphi firestorm is what that's called. I hope the sun, I think I'm making shadows. I can't see. This beautiful Kalanchoe luciae or flapjack. And then, forgot the Latin name of this, but this is alpenglow. Graptosedum alpenglow, I believe. If you can see that. The coloring, absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I have a beautiful desert rose. We'll talk about that another day. This is Euphorbia, African milk tree. Euphorbia, forgot it, rubra, because it's a red. And we will see how this guy does. He's got a lot of new growth up top here. Loving it. Okay. Euphorbia millii in red. A lot easier to propagate than the yellow. For some reason, the yellow one, their stems and stalks get soggy right away. I don't know why. So he's doing really well. Okay. More alpenglow. More firestorm. Kalanchoe luciae. And back there, a piece of purple heart I stuck in there, and it's rooting and doing beautiful. And then this is the Euphorbia tyrucali sticks of fire. Look at the gorgeous color. And what I've learned about that one is you definitely want to keep those in pots because they just will overtake. So I heeded that warning that I learned on another channel, and I've definitely got mine in a pot, but I did stick some in the ground over here, and we'll see what happens. And then another repeat, and this might have to be rethought because my trumpet flower is going to grow very large and overshadow, but we'll see how that goes. And just a repeat here, Kalanchoe luciae, the alpenglow, the Podolicaria, the sticks of fire, and the firestorm. So those are my succulents. And I'm excited about this journey and see where we go with this. And of course, gotta refrain from wanting to go out and buy every single succulent there is. But again, that's my collection, and I hope you are able to help me with names. I am one that likes to know the names of everything, and I really appreciate it. And thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like the video, and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks. Have a great day.